That's my world. This is part of that. Everything is sacred, and we're just opening up the doors in so many beautiful ways, including, if I may speak about the communion forest. That's fine to talk about forest communion.
Absolutely.
Forest
Communion forest.
We were approached just recently. Archbishop of Canterbury's offsider rings up and says, "Cath and Richard, can we have a conversation?" Because throughout the Anglican world communion, they're looking at setting up forest communions where different places will do something about the environment and connect it in our hearts, that we're all connected around the globe about some environmental impact in a way under an Anglican banner. Beautiful idea. And they approached us and said, could the Abbey be part of this international idea? And so, which is extremely exciting. And what we've come up with is because, and you're going to hear from Rob very soon, so much environmental work has been done that we don't need, in some ways, another big project, because you've done that. We're now into the maintenance rather than the doing. So we're thinking, how can we do this without a big project? So what we've come up with, and this Philip, who's coming from the Archbishop of Canterbury, is coming here in November to really ground it and talk to us about it, is we've got this idea, and yes, it partly comes because I'm just come back from Ireland and very grounded in Celtic Irish spirituality, of, you know, the prayer trees all around Ireland where people come and put their prayers and petitions and tie their cluties and so on. I'll show you photos later, but beside a sacred well, we're going to have a tree where people petition their prayers. So how beautiful it would be that we have such a tree here on the Abbey where people hear of it and they come and put their petition, which will make a environmentally, probably rice paper or something, so that they get pinned on but will disintegrate into the environment. That people will wander through and just know that they can write their petition, their prayer, their hopes, their dreams, whatever, and we put it on some thread on this tree. And where this is, I mean, how can that be a communion? But it's a community around. It is because the idea is that the Abbey has the grandmother tree, and that each of the parishes in the diocese have a tree that becomes the prayer tree, knowing that the Abbey is kind of holding the emotional core of what this is about. And just recently we had some people from the Churches of Christ in Ringwood in Melbourne, Australia, come and do some painting for us, and they are so excited by this idea that they're going to have a tree in the Churches of Christ, and who knows, they're going to have one in Tacoma at the Uniting Church there. Plant a prayer tree and put your petitions on a prayer tree, knowing that the Abbey holds the heart of this. I just think that's such a beautiful, beautiful vision. So we're thinking of, we're planning that there's a stunning ancient tree just behind the reception centre, which is half dead, half alive. And the symbolism of that is so beautiful. And yes, we'll get the okay from Landcare with this, but please. But that be the core tree of our forest community. So that's in a way tying together what I would say about spirituality and environment.